My name is Amelia. I'm a trainer at Tech Kidz Africa. So on display are some of our projects that we've been working on. At Tech Kidz Africa, what we do, we create programs for robotics and coding where we teach kids the basics and give them the skills that they're able to apply in such a way that they can create solutions that are impactful to the society. So on the table here we have a drone, a soccer drone. This soccer drone, we actually 3D printed it with the kids. They're the one who assembled it and actually got it to work. So we teach them how to handle the 3D printer and actually come up with this drone. That's one thing we do. This is our robotic kit. It's called an Avive kit. This is the kit that we mainly use to teach them the basics of robotics. It has so many functionalities. They're able to do a lot of tinkering. In one of the schools, we actually created a fruit piano using the kit. So that's one of the things we can do with the kit. Definitely, we do a lot of tinkering. So it has motors. We teach them how to assemble it, how to break it down, and actually navigate it and control it. So this is the basic of our robotics program. So as Tech Kidz Africa, we also made our own electronic board. It's called AfriBot. It's a kit that was made in Africa by Africans. It has so many functionalities. You can see it has an LCD display. It has an electronic board. It has an ultrasonic sensor. It has a servo motor. So this is basically a kit that we made. Despite having the Avive board, we wanted something that we actually designed for the purposes of the kids being able to see that, they can actually make something. It doesn't necessarily have to be imported or bought. The main objective of our robotics and coding program is that we're able to make or create young innovators who can apply their coding and robotic skills they learn through the program to come up with solutions that can be used to create opportunities in the community. It's not just about learning and then forgetting. It's actually applying these things that they get to be taught. So for instance, in one of the schools we work with, they made a smart irrigation system. So this one, as you can see, it has some components. This is an LCD screen. I've just shown you we also have it in our AfriBot, and we also have an electronic board and some jumper wires and a soil moisture sensor and a water pump. So this system, we sat down with the kids, we brainstormed with them, we discussed different ideas. We came up with this idea a few weeks back. We kind of analyzed what was happening in Kenya, which was we're experiencing drought, a lot of famine. So we thought about what if we could make a system that could help during these times where we don't have rainfall. So in Kenya, we do experience seasonal rainfall. So what if we could store that rain and use it during drought? So we need a system to precisely manage that resource or water. And the beauty of it is the system, we made it with the locally available materials. So this foam, this is what the kids brought, and this wire that's connected to our water pump, it was actually something from a toy that one of our students had. So the main concept is you don't necessarily have to buy these components to actually create solutions. You can use your immediate resources in your immediate environment, right? Like cardboard, you can use sellotape, some wires. It doesn't have to be super expensive, so you create cost-effective solutions. So this is just one of the projects we've worked on with the kids. We've done a trash smart sorting system where majorly we had used recycled cardboard and magnetism and plastic bottles. So that is an example of the things we do. So at the end of the day, what we try to do is equip the students with the skills. We want them to think as innovators, to think as entrepreneurs. They don't need to get employed. They can actually create solutions and employment opportunities. So during this program, or during this, when you're working on these projects with the kids, we also try to instill the concept of self-expression. They can express ideas. They're able to actually present what they've been thinking, what they've been working on in a confident way. In that light, we've had some success stories. We have some kids who have made some applications after going through our program, and then they went and pitched these projects at Lion's Den. And they were able to get investors who actually bought the system and actually invested in the kids. So one of them is called Chabel. So right now, he joined the program when he was a bit younger, and then he created an application, pitched it at Lion's Den. He got investors. Now he has a media called Chabel Media. And if you'll be shocked to hear at what age he did this at 12 years old. Yeah. So we also want to have kids learn that they can do these things even at a young age. As a third world country, Kenya, we are trying to level up with the first world or these leaders in the industries. Their kids are already learning these things when they're pretty young, but if you look at our community, our nation, you notice that these things they don't actually get to interact with till maybe they're in higher education, in universities and colleges. So we want to impact the community when they're young, they're able enough to grow with that mindset. I can come up with something, I can make something, I can create opportunities. And that's our main agenda.